I am Urmila, founder of Breaking the Silence campaign. We're still on the trail of the water reservoir, water management in Dailong village in Tamenglong district of Manipur. I just took you to the water collecting chamber and the water reservoir, which is 500 meters uphill from here. This is the point which leads to the village chieftain, the village authority chairman house. This is the way. However, you will see that this small pipeline that my camera showed is the pipeline which brings the water from the water reservoir, takes it up here, and then this is the line which goes to the village. This particular pipeline is the only water reservoir for Dailong village up there. However, what is interesting is the water which comes in this water pipe comes straight parallel on the ground, and it climbs up, and it doesn't require any power driven mechanism to take the water up. Against the force of gravity, the water climbs up on the hill and goes to the village. I found it very astounding, and the village chairman told me the reason why the water comes from up in that mountain and then it goes flat on the hill and then again it climbs up on its own without any power push is because the force of water, the original water source up in the hills, is very high. We will talk to the village chairman and he will tell us more about the power in this water stream, which actually has a lot of scope for hydel projects because the water has power and it can be converted into electricity. The chairman told me that a hydel project was initiated years back and it failed. More about the details. Please tell us about what happened to the hydel project and the nature of water, the power that it has to climb up the hill.
In our village, central government has given a hydel project. In 2010, we have inaugurated that hydel project, and that hydel project we have used for 1 month. One month we use, and that hydel project has now failed due to the tanky. The storage tanky has small capacity, so the turbine was the turbine and the engine was very big, and the water reservoir is smaller. So the capacity of the water within half an hour, all the storage water exhaust. So engineer from Central, they came and for observation, and they told that it is the hydel project failed because due to the storage of water, because the capacity of the water was less. So the pipe coming from the tanky was same coming from the river coming to the reservoir was this much big, and the same pipe was going again to the turbine. So the water was during rain season, dry season, it came less, but supply to the turbine was higher, bigger pipe, so that the hydel project failed. So the capacity of the tanky is very less. So that tanky has to be bigger, has to be expanded, and also in this IT road, when they widening period time, one big huge stone came and thrust the pipe. So that pipe was leaked. So because of that pipe leak, also our hydel project was failed. So we are expecting that if the government assists again, then this hydel project can be used for Dailong village as well as for the district headquarters too.
Okay, so we can clearly see that the nature of water and the power of the water is actually ideal for hydel projects in Tamenglong, like in this personal sharing. Also, there is a lot of lack of power supply. In fact, since the time I landed in Tamenglong, there is no power in Tamenglong. Now, when a person does not have access to electricity, what about the youth which want to start up businesses, which want to start factories, which want to have manufacturing units? Without electricity, without power, Can the youth of Tamenglong even think about business? Power is very important. I think the state government should take it as a recommendation that Tamenglong has immense power for hydel project because of inaccurate, inappropriate engineering, because of fault in planning, because of lack of consultation with the community on what will work here. We have seen that the turbines which were actually installed in the hydel project was so big that, and the complementary storage, water storage, which should be big enough to move that turbine, that particular complementary situation was not done in the engineering, in the planning. That's the reason why it has failed. I think the failure of that hydel project is a big learning for us, so that the next project which comes takes into account the learnings of the previous project, and hydel projects should be the way forward for Tamenglong district in Manipur, India.